Take a break from your busy schedule and join Harold Sala for Guidelines, a 5-minute commentary on living.
Would you like to live 5 years longer, make more money, have better emotional health, and be better adjusted? Then get married. There's a growing amount of data that confirms the benefits which I just touted. Why all of this happens is still somewhat of a matter of conjecture. Some believe husbands make more money because a wife is prodding them, and better cooking not only keeps a husband healthier, but eventually puts more pounds around his middle than a single counterpart. But the jury is out as to whether individuals who walk down the aisle and tie the knot are healthier and more confident going into marriage, or marriage is the contributing factor that does change their outlook and generally their status in the community of humans. Marriage ends up generally being beneficial to both husbands and wives. However, getting married is not the sole answer to having it all together. I'm thinking of the lonely male who went to a singles group in search of a bride. Meeting a lonely, very attractive woman, he said, "Look, I'm just pretty ordinary and I don't have much money right now, but my dad is a multimillionaire and since he has no wife, I'm going to inherit his fortune. I'm looking for someone to share it with." "I'm interested," she said, adding, "but before I'd consider marriage with you, I think it would only be fitting for me to go to the hospital and pay my respects to your dying father." She did, and became his stepmother as she married the dying father. If you have money, a nice car, good looks, and you can charm people, getting married is not exceedingly difficult. But staying married is another matter, and staying happily married is in a category of its own. Henry Blackman once cautioned a bride and groom, saying, "A wedding is an event. A marriage is an achievement." He was right. A really successful marriage is the crowning achievement of two people who are deeply committed to each other. What are the factors that go into that kind of marriage? Try these for starters. 1. Have a spiritual purpose for your life, which includes a relationship with God. 2. A deep, unshakable commitment to each other. 3. The determination to live completely for the other, putting the other first. 4. Free and open communication, sharing your hearts as well as your bedroom. 5. The strength of character to forgive quickly and to let go of petty grievances, realizing you can't fight and die on every bump in the road. And finally, you need a short memory when it comes to each other's faults and failures. There's a caveat or a disclaimer, however, that needs to be added to today's guidelines. Studies confirm what certifies the obvious. Couples who argue and fight, who refuse to forgive, who cheat on each other, they end up with stress and misery, which cancels out the benefits of marriage. Iris Krasnow, author of the best-selling book Surrendering to Marriage, put it this way: if you're not happy with yourself when you walk down the aisle, marriage is not going to make you happy. She's right. You take into your marriage what you find there, but whatever you take into it will be multiplied, because living together is to marriage what hot water is to a tea bag. It only brings out what is already there. A rule of thumb which I have used to describe all of this is this: as now, so then, but more so. In other words, as two people are before they marry, so they will be afterwards, but a whole lot more of it. It's something to think about. It works, friend. Try it.
You've just heard Dr. Harold Sala with Guidelines, a 5-minute commentary on living. If you would like to listen to the program again, download a copy, subscribe to our e-commentary, or view other resources, visit guidelines.org. We would like to hear from you too. You can email us at info@guidelines.org. That's info@guidelines.org. Thanks for listening, and we invite you to join us again for the next edition of Guidelines.